When you've caught as many Pokemon as Ash Ketchum has, it's a certainty that some of those Pokemon are going to be done dirty in one way or another. So, whether it was because of a lack of screen time, or a lack of battle wins, or some bigger letdown moments, these are all of Ash Ketchum's Pokemon who were done really dirty and deserved so much better. Kingler. Dude, imagine only taking part in a measly 2 battles across a 26-year-long anime, and then also being insulted by Professor Oak for being smaller than Gary's Krabby. Kingler really did not deserve that fate, man, especially after popping off in the Indigo League. Surely they could have given him more than 2 battles. Glalie. Glalie had so much personality and so much power too, being the MVP of the Hoenn League, but poor Glalie was only on Ash's team for 25 episodes, and then it never battled a single time ever again. Bro, Glalie could have been one of Ash's best and strongest Pokemon ever if it got the screen time that Ash's other Pokemon did. It literally would have been the MVP, the star of Ash's Generation 3 team. Wait a second, did I just say star? We interrupt today's video with a message from the USS Enterprise starship, and that's because this video is sponsored by Star Trek Fleet Command. Anyone who knows me knows that anything sci-fi like planets, aliens, intergalactic war, that stuff really gets me going, dude. And Star Trek Fleet Command is, well, exactly that. Basically, it's a mobile strategy game where you can explore the Star Trek universe, command iconic ships, engage in strategic battles, and you can also compete with players all around the world to conquer the galaxy with your fleet. And when I say the combat in this game is really satisfyingly strategic and skillful, I'm not kidding around because I know you guys love that kind of gameplay. And the thing that really excites me the most in Star Trek Fleet Command is recruiting legendary characters from over 50 years of Star Trek stories. 50 years, man. And that even includes characters from the new Star Trek Lower Decks animated show. Bruh, I absolutely love that show, it's so amazing. The game adds new missions and new ships and new content every month. For example, right now the Strange New Worlds event is running full steam, and it's waiting for you and me to join the fight, dude. So be sure to download Star Trek Fleet Command for free right now using the link in the description, or by scanning the QR code on the screen. If you download the game and reach level 5, that supports me and my channel so much, dude. I would really humbly appreciate that, I really would. And of course, you'll have a ton of fun yourself. So thank you Star Trek Fleet Command for sponsoring the video, and now let's get back to talking about the characters who were done dirty. Scraggy. Scraggy got so much screen time dedicated to his training and to him growing stronger throughout Black and White, but then he got no battle in the Unova League, dude, so he never actually got to have his shining moment to prove his training was worth it. It's like a really well-written story, but with no ending. Scraggy deserved an ending, bruh. Butterfree. Butterfree was so important in the anime. Not only did he teach Ash how to catch Pokemon, and also about Pokemon evolution, and also about releasing Pokemon for their own happiness. And let's just say it flat out, Bye Bye Butterfree the episode achieved a legendary iconic status in pop culture. But then when Butterfree finally returned in the anime after 25 years, the reunion literally happened off screen, dude. Be for real, bruh. Butterfree deserved so much better than an off-screen reunion, and I'll die on that hill, man. Palpitoad. Palpitoad has made the fewest amount of appearances out of any of Ash's non-released Pokemon. Palpitoad has only appeared in 15 episodes ever, dude. That's insanely disappointing. Especially when you realise that over half of those appearances were just tiny cameos in Pokemon Journeys. Dracovish. Imagine being the most unique, special Pokemon Ash has ever had, literally a brand new fossil amalgamation monster, but then having almost 0 focus episodes, 0 training, and then somehow being strong enough to take down Iris, Steven, Cynthia, Leon, literally 4 champions. Dude, Dracovish deserved way more focus before the Masters 8. There should have been training episodes, episodes about Dracovish learning to live in the modern world, and then maybe it's monumental battle wins would have actually felt justified. Boldore. No personality, no bond with Ash, no major battle moments. You could remove Boldore from Black and White and absolutely nothing would change. Boldore deserved way better, and evolving into Gigalith would have made a great start. Snivy. Snivy was set up to be Ash's Unova ace, with her crazy backstory, her huge personality, and her awesome power and skill, only to go on and do almost nothing for the rest of the series. Snivy learned no new moves, she never evolved, she didn't even have many big battle moments either. That writing failure should be studied, dude. Dude, I dream of a universe where Serperior was Ash's ace in black and white. That would have been so peak, man. Tauros number 1, Tauros number 2, Tauros number 3, Tauros number... well, any of the 29 out of 30 Tauros that Ash caught and never did anything with. Except let them be cows? I don't know, maybe they liked that. But they could have done more, maybe? I don't know. Dragonite. Dragonite literally broke the internet when Ash caught her out of the blue in Journeys. But then she went on to get almost no focus episodes, almost no development, and also way too many battle losses too. Dragonite should have been handled way better, man. She really barely did anything in Pokemon Journeys, despite having more hype and more excitement and more potential than like any other Pokemon ever. Muck. Ash's Muck was caught in the 30th episode of the entire anime, way back at the beginning, but then, despite Muck appearing in every series apart from X and Y, and despite there being 1,000 episodes after Muck was caught, Muck was only ever used as comedic relief. It only took part in a measly 2 battles, bruh. Muck really could have been so much more than that, you know? Especially when we saw how good it was versus Bellsprout in the Indigo League. Torterra. Ash's Turtwig was an absolute legend, dude. So quick, so powerful, so much personality, so many awesome battles. But then when it evolved up into Torterra, Ash just never really learned how to battle with its new body size, you know? So Torterra lost, and lost again, and lost again. It never won a battle as Torterra, dude. It's so incredibly crazy to me that Ash had a fully evolved starter Pokemon, and yet it never got the time to shine. That hurts my soul, dude. Torterra deserved way better. Primeape. Primeape is the only Pokemon that Ash has ever released that never returned a single time. Enough said, dude. Goodra. Goodra's character arc and evolutions were rushed, and then Goodra was released because apparently it had to defend the wetlands, despite the fact that the only threat the wetlands had ever faced had already been defeated? I really don't understand what the writers were thinking when that was the reason they gave for Goodra being released. Plus, Goodra returned for the Kalos League and didn't get a single win. Goodra deserved better, dude. Gible. Gible was only on Ash's team for like 40 episodes, but despite that, it had so much personality and so much power too. He was even one of the MVPs of the Sinnoh League against Conway and Tobias, so if Gible stuck around and evolved up into Garchomp, then I think it would have been one of Ash's strongest Pokemon ever. Gible deserved the chance, man. Greninja. Look, we all know that Ash's Greninja was one of his best and coolest and most popular Pokemon of all time. I adore that frog, dude. And if I'm totally honest, even though I wasn't at the time, I'm now, in hindsight, honestly okay with it losing the Kalos League and being released. So that's not why it's in this video. The reason that it's in this video, the reason that I think it was done dirty and deserved better, it's all because Pokemon Journeys randomly and weirdly tried to retcon the Bond phenomenon. It tried to retcon the Ash-Greninja form, you know? Pokemon Journeys literally removed it from the flashbacks to X and Y. They tried to remove it from history, dude. And I just can't comprehend that. It makes me so angry, you know? The Bond phenomenon, Ash-Greninja, they were amazing. They were fan-favorite things. It was such a big part of Greninja's character and such a big part of X and Y. So I don't know, dude. I really don't get it. I really don't. Why retcon and remove from history such a fan-favorite thing? Greninja deserved way better than that, dude. They did him mad dirty. Lucario. Ash's Lucario as its own character wasn't too bad. What is awful though is the wasted potential that Ash's Lucario embodies. Fans were begging and praying for Ash to get a Lucario and for their aura to be a big storyline for like 15 years. And then the writers finally did it, but they did it in the most boring, underwhelming, disappointing way ever, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Ash's Lucario felt like they barely put any effort in, from his plot armor, to his boring personality, to his rushed Mega Evolution, to his underutilized aura with Ash. So yeah, in all of those ways, Ash's Lucario could have and should have been 100 times better than he was. So in my eyes, those were all of Ash Ketchum's Pokemon who I think were done dirty and deserved way better. But how about you? What do you think? Are there any Pokemon I forgot about? And do you agree or disagree with my opinions? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear from you guys. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. I know it's a little different to what I usually make these days, but it was a bit of fun, you know? Let's see if we can try and hit 130,000 subscribers, that'd be awesome, dude. So on that note, thank you all so much for watching, and best wishes until we meet again.